What sucks is like you've got the people that aren't doing it right. They're doing the takeovers, they're doing the burnouts, they're doing the events that make us look bad. And so all you do at that point is make it so much more difficult for the people that are trying to do it right. Whereas like it used to be 4 or 5 years ago, I could walk in and say, I want to do a show here. And they're like, okay, cool. This is the price. And they're done.
That's it.
Now it's like, no, it's 6 months of approvals and talking to the right people and continuing that conversation even after 6 months just to get approved.
You've been doing it enough though, like specifically in the city. Like, what's going on, guys? It's Jose with Culture Driven, and this is episode 4 of Garage Talk. And we are at a special place right now. We are at the Patrons Club in Jacksonville, Florida, with a good friend of mine, Trey, with Staker Productions. He's got a lot planned this year, guys. So sit tight, stay tuned. Do you want to say anything before we get started, bro?
Hi. I don't know.
Just happy to be here. He's just here so he doesn't get fined.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, cool. Now let's get into it, man. Thanks for, doing this. Appreciate to the Patrons Club and the guys, on staff for letting us use the space. You're actually a member of the Patrons Club, right?
Yeah. No, it's a really cool club. They do monthly events here. You pay a monthly membership, but they do different shows. They do different events. They do rallies, all sorts of stuff. It's really cool.
They definitely stay busy. I've been to some of the events. I've seen a lot of the action. They're always up to something, whether it's here or at a restaurant, special location, private stuff. But yeah, how long have you been a member with them?
About 6 months now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's still kind of new, still kind of breaking in.
Yeah.
That's cool though, man.
It's been worth it for sure.
That's good. I know you were at the Flight Line After Dark thing. That was a cool experience with the rally and just
that was a great event.
Anytime you're doing an event at a private hangar and you've got a whole setup with tables and lights and like you got a plane you can go in and kind of check out and BMW they showed out in motorsports. Yeah, they were out there with their track cars. Yeah, Tom Bush was out there. Raised money for a good cause. That's what it's about, man. But yeah, dope spot. If you haven't been here, it's actually at the Sports Car Museum. There's another office. You obviously got to be a member to get up here. But either way, it's a good deal. And if you want to join that, you go online.
You go to either their Instagram, Patrons Club, or you can go to their website, patronsclub.com, and find out all the details there.
Cool. Solid group of guys. And speaking of solid group of guys, let's talk about what you do, your team, how you organized it, how long you've been doing this show stuff. Because if you don't know Staker Productions and you're in Jacksonville and you're in the car scene, you're missing out. You're missing out. This guy's been putting on stuff and he still continues to, exceed what he did the prior year. So,
Brian,
yes, man, great job. Like you're doing great. Anytime I've been to your shows to take pictures of cars and stuff out there, there's always plenty to look at. And I always see something that I didn't see last year, which is always a plus. That shows the growth in the brand. So, how long you been doing it? How long you been putting shows on?
2026 will mark 8 years. We started in little parking lots doing it back in 2018 and then progressed in 2019 to a little bit bigger stuff, but then COVID hit. And that's actually what's crazy is COVID actually boosted us crazy because there was nothing to do. And so
to go out.
Our car shows got massive. And that was during my time with Boundless, which was a really cool club here in Jax. And eventually everybody moved away, disbanded, whatever it was. And so we just kept going from there and it turned into what it is now.
Moved away because military or just life?
Yeah, I mean, a little of both. I know our leader is up in Washington, D.C. now, and a bunch of other people moved away out of the Jacksonville area.
Yeah, so that's a tough thing. I know up where I'm at, there's a military base out there. And a lot of the people, not so much that work with me, but just that show up and support like 110%.
Yeah.
Man, there's always a shift every 2-3 years. You'll have those guys and they start to get involved and like, hey man, I'm here to help you. You need my truck, you need whatever, like you need security. I'm here for you. Let's do this. I love it. And then they get stationed somewhere else.
Yep.
It's like, dang man, it's like I couldn't do it, man. Like these guys deal with that all the time. Yeah. And when you're trying to build something, you need that core group of people to be able to rely on and say, hey man, you're checking tickets. Make sure you scan everything. If you have any questions, call me. Because we can't do everything on our own, trying to, you know, host, market, videography, photography, just booth setups, parking times, check-in, trophies. There's a lot. There's a lot. So,
I mean, I focused for the longest, or at least for the last couple of years, my family has been a big part of that.
That's good.
Because they're obviously a constant. And so but I do have a group of core people that have been with me for 4 or 5 years at this point that basically are family.
Yeah.
And without them, we couldn't do the shows, that's for sure.
But that's what you need, man. Fun. That's what you need. You need people that genuinely want to see you do good.
Yeah.
And are willing to do whatever it takes to help.
Yeah.
And push it forward. So yeah, that's a big deal. Let's talk about some events that are coming up this year, man. Specifically February.
Yes.
Let's talk about that, because you did change the date to this event. Just
finally.
Yeah. So we're talking about Wings and Wheels. If you haven't been to that, this is the 4th one.
Yeah, this will be
this will be the 4th one. Go ahead and drop the date. Let everybody know what's going on.
February 28th, 2026. It's gonna be awesome. I know that over the years, it's always been on Father's Day weekend, which I know some of you guys are bummed about, because it was a good excuse for the fathers to get out there.
Yeah.
But I will say the temperatures were always terrible. Last year, the ground temperature was 135 degrees. It was literally melting people's shoes at the show. So we're really excited about the new time and the new date and everything along those lines, because February, that date specifically, hasn't seen temperatures above 68 degrees in 5 years.
I tell you what, that is smart move on your part, because yes, I've been to them, and yes, it's hot. Extremely hot. But there is an ice cream truck.
That is true. That is true. Now, an ice cream truck is save the day.
The ice cream truck
in the summer and at the Wings and Wheels event.
Yeah, like that was a move, because it was so hot. But even then, it'll be out there in February too. And I appreciate you, letting me bring that out.
Always.
But
everybody loves it. Yeah, they love the wrap. The wrap is so sick.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's unique. But we're not talking about me. We're talking about you. So I just had to throw that out there, because it did do well. It did do well at that event, and it still will in February.
Yeah,
because that weather, I mean, good move. Now, what's different with this show this year than what we've experienced in the past?
Well, literally we changed everything. So if you have come to Wings and Wheels the past 3 years, it will be completely unrecognizable, as far as roll-in, as far as spectators, as far as the location, everything along those lines. It's crazy. We added a stage, and we're going to have 3 separate bands as well as a DJ that are going to be playing live. This year, for the first time ever, we have 2 full runways shut down, and 1 runway is going to be all cars and 1 is going to be all aircraft. And in the center, there's a massive grass area that's going to be the stage. We're going to be doing a farmer's market style vendor market.
Cool.
To bring out not only just car related vendors, but also your farmer's market style people that are just out there to have a good time, that do desserts and do honey and all of this fresh stuff that's from our local area.
You're branching out then. You're taking what is, obviously we go for the cars, and you have the motorsport vendors, you got the detailers, you got the guys that, they sell, seats and, horsepower, they sell horsepower. But now you're actually going into like a show that has a shop, kind of like the pop-up, I guess what they do down in Jacksonville.
Yeah. And I mean, it's also very similar to like how, Turkey Rod Run is down in Daytona, how they have a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm looking forward to that for sure. I will say the runways will be filled up, because cars show up to this thing.
Yeah.
And not only cars, people, like spectators, like it's a good thing.
We did this past year was our biggest car show ever in 7 years. We did 410 cars, 23 aircraft, and a little over 4,000 people roughly throughout the day. But if you did come to this show and this year, I know you dealt with long lines, taking forever to get checked in. Unfortunately, we really only could do 1 car at a time through 1 gate because of all the security clearances and everything along those lines. But everything in that sense has changed as well. Spectator parking is going to be off site, and we have 10 to 15 shuttle buses that'll be shuttling people in all day long.
That's
as
dope.
Well as car show side, if you purchase our VIP ticket, not only do you get an event shirt, but you also get to come in the day before. So you can stage on the runway on Friday. That way you don't have to worry about it on Saturday morning and fighting all the traffic, as well as we'll be able to check in 4 cars at a time this year.
No, that's cool, and that was a big thing, but it's a good problem to have. Yeah, you back up the highway. You cause some problems, make some people angry, but you got to understand, guys. There's a lot that goes into this stuff, and when you're in your car waiting, you're saying, "Man, should have done this, should have done that." I promise you, it's already been thought about. Yeah. It's already been thought about. It's already been talked about. But there's things that got to get approved. There's things that have to get like you have to bring up to certain people that are in a higher position to make the decision to approve anything you have in mind. So.
Especially when it comes to airports.
Let's talk more about like not only airports, but just events in general. Like there's a lot that we're not talking about pop-up meets, we're talking about shows.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot that goes on behind the scenes, and you guys get to experience the outcome of
the fruits of the labor.
The grunt work that that's into it. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, like specifically our Wings and Wheels event, that show we have been planning for 2026 for a year and a half. And then as well as our summer showcase that happens each year.
Yeah.
That show is always at minimum a year worth of planning.
And this past one was the 3rd one?
Yes. And our final one.
3rd and final one at Jack's Beach.
Yes. So
because it's not the final one forever. There's going to be another one.
Yeah.
Since we're on topic, go ahead and talk about that. And if you want to drop the date and stuff now, or just kind of
dates aren't official yet, but we do have a location.
Okay, cool.
So
cool.
We unfortunately, as many of you know, this year was the last Endless Summer. The reason being is because Jack's Beach decided to finalize their plans and renovations for that space. And what's really cool, and for me and for everybody that was a part of it, is it's the last show that will ever be hosted there.
Oh, wow.
Because the new setup, you won't be able to do it.
Such a dope venue. It's a shame.
It was.
I mean, the stage and everything wasn't used by you.
No.
But that space and the layout and just, I mean, you branched out to the boardwalk this year, which is cool. They let you do that.
Again, years of planning.
Yeah. You didn't just say, hey, just pull the overflow over here.
Right.
But dude, that just shows the growth. Because when I went the year before, there wasn't anything on the boardwalk.
No.
At all.
Yeah, that was a nightmare to get approved. But once it was approved, it turned out beautiful.
Yeah.
The event came out really well. I was very pleased with it, and I know a lot of people really enjoyed it.
If you haven't seen the recap, go on his Instagram. Drop the thing right here on the bottom.
Yeah, Marksman killed that.
Go check that out. Video. Yeah, Marksman Media, top notch, top quality guy. He shows up, he handles business, he gets it done, he communicates everything you need in a media guy. So shout out to you, homie.
Yeah,
because you do some great work. He actually covered the Waterfront show that I did.
Oh, nice.
Past year. And
when's the new date for that?
April 5th. So first Saturday in April, we're doing that, and registration's open too for that. So it sounds like a big commercial, but that's what it's going to be. A big commercial. We're letting y'all know what's going on this year. So mark your calendar, get it ready, have your phone out, go to your calendar and mark these dates. April 5th, February 28th.
If you missed that event last year, it was insane.
Yeah, it was massive.
For a first event, I mean, it came out beautiful.
Dude, I'm humbled and I'm blessed to be able to say that we were able to pull something off such last minute, because the city came to us and say, hey, we want you to do something here downtown at the Waterfront. I said, okay. They already knew about the local stuff we were doing already. And I've always wanted to do a show, and it just worked out. The venue worked out. The city of St. Mary's worked with us tremendously. They made it super easy for me. And then the marketing just worked out. And now with, Marksman coming in with his video clips and all the other media guys like JT and Astes Media, and even Moshik he showed up. He's out of town now. He moved away military. Yeah. But all those guys just capturing the element.
Yeah.
And putting it out.
And that's honestly it was the most important part. Like the event is beautiful, and when it comes together, it's such a great feeling.
Yeah.
But to be able to capture it is one of the most important parts, because it's like that energy, that emotion.
Right.
You will remember it, but to be able to translate it to a video,
100%,
that's a huge, very important thing, one, but it's also very difficult.
Absolutely.
And so having the right media team is very important. And that's honestly part of the reason why I wanted to come work with you this year, bring you on the team with us. And then I
appreciate that too.
Heck yeah. You killed it the last couple of years, and you've also really, really did an amazing job with Endless Summer this year. And so the photography work was just beautiful.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. I'm just, like you say, trying to capture the moments. And I really appreciate cars. And it's been a thing since I was little.
Yeah.
So to be able to like, and I just picked up the camera stuff not even that long ago, maybe like 2.5 years ago. And I just been consistent with it, showing up all the time, as many events as I can go to, not even asking for anything, just going out there to find the vehicles that I haven't seen ever or that I feel like would look good on the profile.
Yeah.
And just to have in my portfolio too. And yeah, it's fun. And being able to do that at Endless Summer, man, even with the palm trees, the setting, the way everything was lined up, it worked out, dude. It worked. So thank you for, reaching out and actually, putting me on. I'm looking forward to
yeah, this year's gonna be good.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
The new location for Endless Summer is gonna be crazy though. I guess I'll announce it.
Yeah, go. It's up to you, bro. Hey,
we're gonna be moving downtown for the first time ever.
Nice.
And we'll be on the waterfront downtown near the stadium.
Cool, man.
It's gonna be crazy. The photography side of things, the visuals, just everything's gonna be beautiful down there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I got to thank Raul, our city council member. He has been
1000%
huge in making that happen. Without him, it wouldn't have happened.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, Raul, man, I know you're watching this, dude. I met him this year, a couple months ago. And since the day I met him and just the first conversation, you sit down and have a conversation with a bunch of people. There's certain people that you have a conversation with and you're like, he gets it.
Yeah.
He understands what needs to get done. He understands your schedule, your privacy. You reach out to him. You don't get to him. It's fine. He's just as busy as you and I.
Right.
So, and like, we don't talk that often either, but when the phone rings, if I miss your call, I'll call you back. Yep. And like, I respect that 100%. There's no, I can't get a hold of him. Is he really in? Is he really out? Is he this? Is he that? And I mean, aside from that, no drama, straight business. He owns restaurants. He's city council.
Yep.
He's willing to help you. Not only because you're a member of the Patrons Club.
No.
Because I'm not a member of the Patrons Club, but he reaches out and he's willing to help if you talk to him and ask him and communicate.
Right.
So shout out to you. That's dope. Downtown, bro.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. We're going to be shutting down some streets, doing a huge event.
Dude,
that'd be crazy.
Yeah, the scenery there is going to be legit.
Yeah.
That's awesome, bro.
They've done so much to revitalize downtown, and I think it's time for us to move down there and really give Jacksonville what they want and bring something really cool downtown.
They're definitely investing the money into the city area, metro
For sure.
Yeah, and you can tell, and even the stadium's getting redone by, I think by 27 it'll be ready to go. But just stuff like that, man. Good move.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it goes, because I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be very sad. It was a very, very sad and emotional day for me.
Yeah,
ending Summer Showcase down there, because that was one of the events that put us on the map. That was our event.
That's a spot, bro.
And it was hard. It was hard to say that was the last event, but we're excited to new beginnings and new locations and everything like that. It's gonna be good.
Good deal, man. Because there's only so many spots.
Right.
There's only so many spots
there, especially in Jacksonville, because like construction everywhere, constantly. So,
and then getting the people to being willing to drive to said location.
Yeah.
Some people won't cross certain bridges here in town. I don't blame them.
Right.
I don't blame them. So cool, man. So, okay. Aside from that, so that's 2 events you got going on for sure this year. And typically you do 3.
Yeah.
Every year. And is there a third one?
Yes.
Are you able to talk about that one? Kind of, sort of.
I won't announce the dates.
That's fine,
because we got to put that marketing behind it.
Yeah.
I will announce it. We heard you. Everybody requested it. Everybody was upset that we didn't do one this past year. We are ready to do another huge drag racing and drifting event. This year will be very different from the past couple of years that we've been doing them. No longer is it going to be just a test and tune style or a drifting event where anybody can come. It's going to be a full drift competition with $5,000. Yep. $5,000 pot for this one, as well as a $20,000 pot winner take all type drag racing.
Yo.
Event. So
$20,000.
It's going to be crazy.
Dude, in car parts, it's not a lot of money, really. It's not.
Nowadays, no.
But it's a good number to compete for, man. I mean, and touche, tip the hat to you to be able to put something like that on and be able to, announce that there is actually cash prizes in this event that's going on. So guys, get them ready. There's no date, but there will be. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Staker Productions got 3 events going on.
I got to thank Adrenaline though with the drag racing and drifting event.
Oh, okay.
So one of our partners, Adrenaline Performance, they are going to be putting up majority of the pot for the drag racing event.
So they're involved, man.
Yeah.
They're involved.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that group of people. I've met a couple of those guys, and they're very supportive.
Yeah.
Daniel actually.
Yeah, Daniel's good people.
So he was at the Waterfront Auto Show. He actually won a trophy for his SS, and he told me at the stage, he's like, "Hey man, holler at me next year. Let's do this again. Holler at me next year. I'll contribute. Like, I'll get involved." And that's why I talk about people that want to see you do good, want to see you successful, and have a good event. They'll get very much involved, dish out money, sponsor trophies or whatever. They'll they're willing. And that's what I've noticed here in this community. It's a tight-knit group. There's only so many guys that are out here running shops, sponsoring shows, and really, really involved, and really out here, and really, really about the car scene. And they're all willing to jump in and pitch in and make it happen. It's a beautiful thing. And they're all like-minded too. There's no drama, bro. It's
It's the one thing I really love about Jacksonville is, like, as big as we are, we're still very small.
Yeah.
And so, like, everybody knows everybody, and the businesses, they stand on business. They 100%. Do what they need to do, and that's the support that we want and we need. Because when drama starts to get into the scene, in between either promoters or in between businesses and all that kind of stuff, it just hurts everybody.
Right.
When it really comes down to it, because there is very few events that are legal and supported by the city.
Yeah.
And those events need to be
produced. Those are the ones that need to be on the forefront.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the ones that need to be plastered everywhere in front of everybody's faces, because the steps.
There's a right way to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's not just a, Wild West, pick a parking lot.
Right.
There's a lot of planning and approval. And dude, like, meetings. The meetings, dude, there's meetings that go into this. You call, you say, hey, we need to meet for this. Hey, this didn't get approved. We need you to come in so we could think about and talk about an alternative. Permits getting sent back, signed. You missed this checkbox. You got to fill it out again.
Oh man.
Money, insurance, proof, all that stuff, man. And it's really a lot. So when we go asking for $40 or $30 or $20 or whatever, it's not for us to live a lavish life.
Right.
We have other things going on. It's for us to be able to have the funds to support the experience that we're putting out there for everybody. So once you understand that, and a lot of people do,
it's becoming more known, which is good. And that's been the hardest thing for, like, me, is because, like, I went from just parking lots and now I'm going to shows, and like, I hate the fact that I have to charge what I'm charging for the shows.
Right.
But when a show like,
but it's still reasonable what you charge.
Like, I try. I really do try.
Because there's people that, I mean, on a national level, obviously they're big. They've established themselves. They're charging $70, $80, $90, $100.
Right.
Granted, your VIP ticket is you're getting something out of it. You're getting in or whatever. But you have to pay for what's it called? You have to pay for convenience.
Right.
So you have to pay for an experience. You can't just, I mean, dude, we go to Disney World and spend a whole project car,
literally,
at Disney. So when we're looking for $40 that you just spent over at Chick-fil-A for family of 2 or 3 or 4, whatever, dude, it's how much do you love it? How much do you want to be there?
Right. And
I'm paying the money. I'm paying the money.
That's really the key when it comes down to it, is like, the people that want to be there are going to be there.
Yeah.
But on my end, it's like, I look at it from the perspective of, if I break even, I'm happy.
Absolutely.
Because all that means is that I have enough money to do the next show.
Yep.
And like, when we're doing Wings and Wheels or Endless Summer Showcase, and these shows are costing $50,000, $60,000 to put on, it's like, we have no choice but to charge what we're charging. And I'm still charging the bare minimum to break even. Because,
dude, I tell you what, man,
the shows aren't my business, not my day job.
No,
that's for sure.
That's
for love.
Yeah, let's be clear on that too. This isn't something that we do. I know you guys see the cars and the pictures and all that. Dude, nobody could live off 3 shows a year.
No.
I don't know any person that could. Even if they're charging $1,000 VIP experience tickets and they're only doing it 3 times a year, you're not going to be able to live. You're just going to be able to enjoy the moment, and then it's over with. Then what?
Right.
So yeah, we both have things that we do, Monday through Friday on a daily basis to handle our personal stuff. But again, we're not doing this for.
No, we're doing it for love.
doing it because we appreciate it, we love it, and we're providing the platform for people to come in and show off their stuff, dude.
And that's always been, I mean, that has literally been my reason for starting.
Yeah.
When I started what we were doing back in 2018, is because I was tired of being chased around every Saturday night of, oh, we got to go to this spot. Well, the cops shut that space down. Let's go to the next spot.
Yeah.
That became really tiring.
That's worse than bar hopping.
Quickly. Oh,
worse
it was
than bar
terrible.
hopping. Yeah, yeah.
Especially because it's like all the spaces are spread out. They're nowhere near each other. So
everything's 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're going south, north, east, or west, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
it's terrible.
Yeah, I've done that. And I actually recently have done that in Jacksonville. And I'm like, this is cool, but it ain't, it ain't.
It's tiring very quickly.
Yeah, to bounce around. I mean, I'm good for 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, I'm going home.
See, I'm at home in bed already.
Night stuff. Yeah, I'll be out.
When it comes to night stuff, I know I'm too old.
Yeah. I got you. It depends. Because I'll show up with like the homies, the Chad and them guys.
Yeah.
If they put something on, I'll show up for that. Like they did a Buc-ee's thing. Earlier last year, and it was worth it. It was worth it. It was packed out, a bunch of cars there. But if it's something where it's like, hey, we'll pop up over here at
7-Eleven.
Yeah, 7-Eleven or something. I'm probably gonna miss that one. I'll go online and see the recap. But yeah, as far as shows though, man, the organized stuff, I love it.
Oh, yeah.
It's an experience.
It's cool to see how every promoter does something different.
Yeah.
And like we really all do have our own style. You look at it from the point of view like, oh, okay, it's another car show, but it's not.
It's not.
Like it's a different location, it's a different style, it's a different outlook from a promoter's preference.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. We all do different trophies.
Style.
We all do different. It's the same thing with photography and videography. Everybody has their own style, and you pick and choose how you want your stuff shot.
Yeah.
And that's why you pick certain photographers and certain videographers.
There's a right way and a wrong way to do a show. A right way to do a show, a wrong way to do a show. But the blueprint, we all, we're not cut from the same cloth, but we're using the same, manual to run the event.
Exactly.
But when it comes down to style, aesthetic, just experience, trophies, like you mentioned, the quality of cars that come in.
Yeah.
Is it going to be exotics only? Is it going to be stance cars only? Is it going to be from the 1732, or maybe not 1732. That's like
that's like old
wooden wheels. They're probably dry rot or not even rotted. Just anyways, you know what I'm getting at. Old vehicle to like the newest of new. Like, is it going to be a widespread with every genre as far as JDM, Euro, or is it just going to be specific to an American hot rod show? Like
Yeah. So, and honestly, I get asked that question all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, is my classic car going to be accepted into the show?
Yeah.
And I always have the same exact answer. I love every type of car, so I want every single type of car at my event.
I'll tell you what, I get a lot.
Cars and drag cars and race cars.
I get a lot of our trucks and our trucks and bikes allowed. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. If it's got if it's got a motor and it makes some noise and you can get around with it, then come on, bring it on.
Yeah,
there is an approval process,
right?
And I will say this: the Waterfront Auto Show that I did, I denied 2 vehicles total. So I was very, very, very much, especially being the first one, I was very much open, but I was also looking for quality.
Right.
And the process of going in to get your ticket, to find the photos in the right platform, send the photos, get approved, and then pay. It shows me as a promoter, I guess you can call me.
Yeah.
How bad do you want to be in this show?
Right.
Do you have photos of your car? Because every car guy I know has a whole portfolio of photos.
Oh, yeah.
Are you willing to go through the process and upload every photo to then maybe get accepted and pay? If you're taking the 15 minutes, 20 minutes to do that, if it takes that long, because sometimes you have to re-upload.
Right.
You really want to be in the show. Cool. Awesome car. Thanks for going through the process. Somebody who doesn't really care that much and wants to be in the show, they're probably going to go there and say, 5 photos? The heck? What kind of show is this? Yeah. They'll probably spectate, which, in a way is quality control. And nothing against the spectators either, because, dude, I'll tell you one thing, especially at the Endless Summer, the parking lot, not just the show, the parking lot was full of just stuff that's just crazy.
We wanted them in. Unfortunately, we couldn't fit them,
Yeah, no, and that's a good problem to have. So hopefully with the space downtown you're getting.
The new space, I will say, is a lot bigger. So we will have a lot more space, a lot more ability to do some cool stuff.
That's awesome, bro. Good for you. Good for you.
It'll make it it'll make it better. It'll make it worth it.
So what are your, let's just talk, what's things you love and things you hate about putting an event together? Let's just start from scratch. Not a specific one because they're all different, but let's say you're gonna go, okay, I'm gonna host an event. I'm looking forward to this and I'm not looking forward to this.
Oh man, that's a question. I mean, there's a lot of things, honestly. Like, the part that I love the most is the success of it. Like, whether not even the success of the show, but the success of the people. The people are so excited to be there. And that emotion is what, like, it literally feeds my energy to put me into the next show.
Oh, for sure.
Because being able to see how excited people are.
And the compliments, like, I mean, not to like feed the ego, but just to say, hey, man, shake your hand. Great job. You put on an amazing event. I can't wait for the next one.
It's huge. Yeah. It really is.
That speaks volume.
Like, it pushes you. It makes it all worth it. All those sleepless nights, all that year plus of planning.
Yeah.
It gets you excited for the next one because you're like, if they like this one, I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, no, and you always say the next one's going to be better. The next one's going to be better. And it will be because there'll be an addition to what you did last year, like you're doing, this coming year. So yeah, that's a good plus. Good point. What about things you dread looking forward to as far as hosting something?
Honestly, the politics behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the hardest part.
Politics, like, as far as approvals, or politics with the whole sponsorship stuff, or just in general?
It's a little of everything. I mean, honestly, you've got the people that are like, you tell them the price and they're like, sign me up. I'm about it. And then you got the people that are like, what am I? Are you really worth $1,000 for a sponsorship price? And I'm like, it's all you. If you feel I'm worth it, then that's you. I'm going to sell myself the best I can, but what I do speaks for itself. And if you don't know it or you don't want to know it, you do you.
Well, I will say you're going to get attention if you sponsor the event.
Exactly.
You're going to be plastered on all social media
marketing behind this stuff.
Yeah. You pay $1,000 plus for a billboard that people drive by and maybe see.
Right.
Or you can pay whatever you have to pay for a sponsorship at a show, and you've got foot traffic. You've got people that are interested in your genre of business just because. Let's say you got a speed shop, for example, and you want to advertise your shop and what you provide, the services. Why wouldn't you want to be at a car show with people who take care of their stuff?
Like-minded is there.
It's way better than paying for a digital billboard or whatever that people are going to drive by.
Because the maybe 1% of people that will call you is low. Whereas
people driving like this on their phone anyway. Right. You know,
especially now the cars drive themselves.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude.
People be watching movies and stuff.
It's crazy. It's crazy. These cars, man, they're gonna get us in trouble, man. But
no, I mean, it goes to that, but it's also the other side, the city. Yeah. Because what sucks is like you've got the people that aren't doing it right. Yep. They're doing the takeovers. They're doing the burnouts. They're doing the events that make us look bad. Mm-hmm. And so all you do at that point is make it so much more difficult for the people that are trying to do it right. Whereas like, it used to be 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I could walk in and say, I want to do a show here. And they're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
This is the price. And they're done.
That's it.
Now it's like, no, it's 6 months of approvals and talking to the right people and continuing that conversation even after 6 months to get approved.
You've been doing it enough though, like specifically in the city. Like when like if you ever go like travel, let's say you want to travel down south to like West Palm, Miami, or if you want to go up to like the Atlanta area and just kind of like start branching out.
Yeah.
I can see that being such a challenge, not only because you're not there, but one, you don't really know the area. Two, the city that you're asking for permission doesn't know a lick about you.
Right.
They can go online and see what you do, but they're going to see a bunch of stuff you do here in Florida.
Right.
And if you're tapping into a whole nother market in Atlanta or in Miami, which I think in Miami, West Palm, even Tampa, you'd still pull Jacksonville guys in Daytona, like the people we normally pull anyways. But to get the approval from the city and then kind of have that lined up to say, okay, I can't Zoom meeting. Am I traveling? I can't really travel. Like, how can I get through and make that happen? That's a big deal.
It's a lot through. It's a lot of process, but I mean, one thing that you will see is the more you do it, as I know what you're doing is great. At least you already have the city behind you, which is a huge bonus.
Right.
It took forever to get the city behind me here. Now
I will say this, nothing against the city I'm in, but the city I'm in is much smaller than the city you're in.
Very true.
So the council,
but it's cool
the communication,
they went full in with you.
Yeah,
like
100%.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, that's super awesome. Like I said, I'm blessed with that. Like couldn't ask for an easier way, bro.
Yeah.
And by easy, I don't mean it's cake, because it ain't. It's still work, but it's one less step I got to take,
right,
to get things approved, because I'll get an email saying, "Hey, I already got your date. I already got your date locked in. Fill out the paperwork. We'll set up a meeting. You come in, we'll talk about it, and we'll get it done," because of how the previous show was. So yeah. So when you're changing venues and stuff, that's
it is difficult. But I will say, like, staying within our Jacksonville area, our St. Augustine area, it's like we have built enough of a reputation now that the city council knows who we are, because we've been doing it for so long at this point. So when I reach out to them, they're more willing to sit down. And so, like, for anybody that is trying to get into shows or wanting to branch from car meets to car shows, it's all about continuing to try. Don't get discouraged when Jacksonville City Council or the people that you need to reach out to don't get back to you right away. Keep attempting, because they will get back to you, because the reality is that they do want us to do legal and real and good shows that will show support to everybody.
100%.
They want it. The city does want it. It's just they're not gonna let anybody and everybody do it, because they want to make sure that you as a person and you as a company are willing to keep trying and make something really work.
And care. They want to see if you care about your brand or not. Care about your image, care about what you're putting out and providing.
I'm excited to say St. Augustine, finally, this is our 4th year. St. Augustine as a city has completely backed us at this point, and we're making an official St. Augustine event. Yep.
Sick.
So the mayor came out to last year. I was like, what?
No way.
Yeah.
The airport ain't going anywhere.
No.
You don't got to worry about that getting,
At least that's a bonus,
Yeah, it's a big bonus. That's a big bonus, man. And to touch on what he was saying about the event stuff, I've had to cut ties with certain connections to get, to keep my brand going and keep my show going. I've had to change location on a monthly thing. And it was challenging. Yeah, it's like a reset I had to do, but it was part of the process, and it kind of proves how bad do you really want to host? How bad do you really want to push your brand? Because the pop-up stuff is cool, but when you're actually organizing and handing out a trophy each month and giving back to the community and respecting the venue that you're at or whatever parking lot you decide to choose, you start getting support from the owners of the property, the businesses that are around that property, the city seeing that you're not causing any problems, you're not tearing up parking lots, and it comes with a form of respect too.
Yeah.
You build that reputation to where, okay, so-and-so is hosting, don't mess around. Like, don't act crazy. Don't, and you got the guys that are trying to come up that are starting with the marketing. You tell the flyers aren't all there, and that image is a big thing when trying to push a brand or just host anything, in our case, car shows and events. So make sure you're coming correct and you got your ducks in a row, and you have the right people backing you. Because if you got the wrong people behind you, the problems are right there.
That is true. And I mean, one thing, like, try, even as a new promoter or anything along those lines, try not to schedule on top of each other.
Yeah.
Like, Jacksonville, unfortunately, we have so many promoters. We have so many people that are trying to do car meets and car shows and all of these things that it really diminishes our ability to do cool stuff, because it's like, well, there's 5 shows on Saturday. And so now all those 5 shows are scheduled on top of each other, and it's just going to hurt each other when it comes down to it.
When we're in the same radius,
we need to be working together, not working against each other.
1,000%. 1,000%. And when working together, you need to know what is it you're doing when you're working with said individual. So let's say me and you partner up. I'm working with you this year. I know what my role is. You made it very clear. Hey, I need you to come in. I need you to do this and take care of it.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about it. Cool. All right. I got it, bro. I'll come in. I'll do my media stuff. I'll take my pictures, and you'll get them.
Exactly.
You'll get them. So
but that also goes back to working with the right team.
Yeah.
Because knowing that I can count on you and trust you, that's the most important thing for me, especially because day of show, I do not want to have to worry that my media guys are not doing their job and capturing the event.
No, I get that.
I've got way too many other things to be doing.
I get that. It's a, and it costs money. you have to pay for every, and I guess, quote unquote employee, I guess, or contractor, whatever you want to call it. But you got to pay them. And if you're paying the guy, you got to know you're getting what you're getting. You know, you don't want to be delayed and being like, okay, hey, you don't need to text me and say where my photo's at.
Right.
You're gonna text me and say, hey man, how's it coming along? And I'm gonna be like, I'm uploading the photos now. You know, here's the Dropbox. You know I'm working. Sebastian communicates. He's working. He'll send you a preview. He'll send you a clip. He'll send you a teaser. He'll let you know where we're at with it. He'll give you updates.
That's how Zach is with Refine Focus too.
Cool. Like, I haven't met him, but I will.
Such good people. I mean, honestly, I've been working with him since the day I started, and for years, and I know he hates when I tell this story, but for years, he didn't charge me a dime because there was no money.
Right.
There was no money to make payments. There was nothing. And I mean, even Marksman did that. Like when we were starting out, we had nothing. It was just a dream and a hope, and we were working.
Dude,
we were trying to figure it out.
I already know it.
And so to have those people that have supported you since the beginning, but also supported the dream.
They saw the vision
because they knew eventually there was going to be money. Eventually they would get paid, and they stuck with us. Even throughout everything. And that's all I can ask is like, I appreciate that more than anything in the world, because it's like, I had high quality photos and high quality videos from the beginning. Because of them.
Man, now that makes a world of difference.
Oh, it does.
When branding your company, or, it's just,
and that goes for everybody. Like, if you're doing just meets, just say you're doing meets, find the high quality photographer, find the person that's going to do it, because the reality is that meet can turn into a show really quickly once you have the right marketing behind it, but also the right publicity, the right photos, the right videos, all
to touch on that point. When I started, I mean, my guy Kanan here, Hybrid Media Consultant, he's my guy. I've known him for 3-4 years now, bro, give or take. And since the beginning, at my very first shop, he pulled up. I actually met him through a dealership. He wanted me to shoot a commercial.
Oh, nice.
I guess he saw something in me. I don't know. But no, he was like, hey, man, would you do a commercial? And I'm sitting at my desk, selling cars at the time. And he's like, he asked me, hey, would you do a commercial? I'm like, yeah, it beats making phone calls here at the desk. Like, let's go. When do you need me? And so that started our relationship. And then I started the business. I left the dealership, started the business, and he just kept in contact. He understood the vision. And we talked about what we're doing right now about 3 years ago. Okay. And here we are now. And willingly, even though he's kind of hard-headed sometimes, he doesn't send me the invoice. I got to remind him, like, hey man, like, send me the invoice. Like, I need to pay you or whatever.
Exactly.
And like we got to that point. But for the shows, the monthly stuff, I didn't know a bunch of, I do now, but I didn't know a bunch of photographers. I didn't know a bunch of videographers. I was like, man, I got to capture this and let people know and show people what we're doing in order to gain and just grow. And so that's where I picked up the camera and started doing the photos myself. And bro, let me tell you, it's hectic because I'm hosting, parking cars, making sure everybody's good. Got to check the time. Got to take pictures of certain cars. It's
everything
wild.
Plus the photography.
That's hard. So I've been doing that, and I did not take pictures at the Waterfront Auto Show. I wish I did, just because I like to do it. But a show versus the meets that I've been doing to document everything, it's crazy. But I needed to do that, and then eventually gain relationships with other photographers to then have a team that I could call, like JT last minute. Hey, I need some B-roll back, behind the scenes. Cool. He's there. I got him. Boom. Okay. How much? All right, let's do it. Like, we're there. We're there now. So yeah, it takes time, but you have to document your stuff, guys. Don't be weird. Like, if people laugh at you, whatever, take your photos, dude. Look at my photos when I first started and look at them now. Complete difference.
Consistency.
Like the editing, all that. Like, yeah, consistency. Keep doing it. Same with the shows. Keep doing them. If you got to relocate or readjust, adapt, and execute.
I mean, honestly, I can say I was very lucky when I started to have my friend Zach. We were already friends before the shows. And so like, it just worked out that what he was doing was what he was doing. And it worked. It was beautiful work. And so like, that was very beneficial to me in the beginning.
Absolutely.
But I mean, it goes for anybody here in Jacksonville. There are so many high quality photographers and videographers here in Jax. Like we genuinely are a hub for really great media people. And so like reach out. Don't worry 100%. About rejection or anything like that. Reach out to these people, because I guarantee you, if they don't necessarily come out for an entire show, they may come out and snap a couple of photos, and then that is your content to help. They're willing to help you. That's going to be the biggest thing, and that's going to be a game changer for you, because as you grow, you need that media content, because now you have proof that what you did was successful. So when you do go to these other companies and these other locations and the city council and whatever else, you have that proof of what you've done.
Yeah, show them the quality.
Successful.
Yeah,
that's important.
That goes. Yeah, that's definitely the way to do it. Because when you can present quality.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, have you ever been in a meeting where they're like, "Well, can you show me what you've done?" And it's like, I actually don't have any photos on me, and it's like, okay, then why are you here?
Yeah, right. Like you pull up your phone trying to show them Instagram.
Right. That's the thing.
And they're gonna be like, the wrong song is playing. It's like,
you can go, man.
Yeah, we're not gonna host something like that. It's,
right.
You know.
Oh yeah.
So just by the, you can show them the Lambo and the Ferrari, but if the music is, whatever, it's a little tricky.
Hey,
but that's
public image is important too.
Oh, 1,000%.
That is the politics side of things. Is
1,000%.
Picking the right music, picking the right post, making sure that things are posted correctly and they're high quality. Like the politics behind these events, it's huge, and nobody thinks about it until they start doing it.
But look at the companies that are nationally or internationally known. Look at the quality of media that they put out.
Oh yeah,
you're there. You're seeing what they do.
Yeah.
Aside from the edits, the quality of show, the setup, the parking, the way the cars are, the type of cars, the people that are hosting as well, they just have it. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things, bro, that just very important. I know image, everyone should care about their image as far as what they look like. How you act is how you act. Just be good. Be a good person. Right. But image, man. Nobody's going to walk up to the guy with the scraggly beard that smells like tacos and, just got a stain on his shirt.
Right.
And be like, you're the guy who put the show together? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Don't get me wrong. There are times where I look pretty homeless because I haven't shaved my beard in a while. So like,
dude, you should have saw me a couple days ago.
I had a Frame Auto.
Yeah. Brandon.
I just got a haircut and I trimmed my beard. This was like 7-8 months ago. He's like, "Oh wow, you look completely different." I'm like, "Did I look that bad? Like,
it's crazy.
Why did nobody tell me this? I've been busy. I haven't had time."
Bro, that's wild.
It's hilarious.
That is funny. Funny.
It's true though. People see it. People notice it.
Oh yeah.
Like taking care of yourself is important. So
yeah,
I mean it
helps, especially when you're trying to get in with the big wigs and sit down and have those conversations to host something on a next level. Have your stuff together, man. Have your stuff together. Cool, bro. Let's see. I want to cover. Okay, so aside from the shows and stuff, this guy, how long ago did you have that Supra? He had a Supra that had some pretty serious power, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I sold it in February because we bought a UPS store, so I needed the money back.
Crazy. So if everybody's looking to start a business, sell your Supra.
Sometimes you got to get rid of the projects cars.
Sell your Supra and you can buy a UPS store.
Oh, man.
I might need to buy a Supra. Or wouldn't you? I don't know. That's cool though, man. I got
lucky. Car. I bought mine during COVID, so I paid like next to nothing for it.
Oh, bro! And then
now they're insane.
Yeah, it is crazy the price, but I mean,
man,
it's one of those.
So
cars,
many cars have gone crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
Honestly, ridiculous.
It's insane.
Have you seen the prices for NSXs recently? Older
ones.
They have gone from like you could get them for 15 to 20,000 a couple of years ago. Now they're like 100,000 for a clean one. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. You can buy a one that needs some work for like 45, 50.
Yeah.
That's still crazy. So do you have something in mind? Are you kind of out of it right now, not thinking about a car, your next car, or do you already have it? It's just nobody's seen it yet, or what's your?
Yes and no. I've got some stuff in mind, but we're not buying anything for a while. Right now, my main focus is expanding Staker Productions, but also expanding the UPS store. Unfortunately, adult things do take responsibility and do take over sometimes because I want to build another car and I have some crazy stuff in mind, but right now the more important for me to take care of the family, take care of the business,
for sure,
and grow everything like that. So
for sure. And you recently got married 2 years ago?
Yeah, it will be 2 years in March.
There you go. So,
kids? No. We it's always been a no, but now that we're married, we've kind of had the conversation a couple of times, but we're nowhere near making that decision.
No, for sure. No, I get it. It's definitely a big deal. It's a life changer, and it's a whole responsibility in itself. I have 2 kids of my own on top of everything else I tackle.
Yeah,
and it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. But you know what? How bad you want it, bro? You know?
Hey, that's the truth.
How bad do you really want to do it?
You're gonna make it work no matter what.
Yeah.
That's the key there.
No, for sure. You got to have that drive and the ambition to still chase your dreams, like having children or starting new ventures in life.
Yeah.
Just go after what you feel is for you.
Right.
I'm big on following dreams. I've had, experiences in the past with like music industry and all that I got pretty far in, but then I realized this was a dream, but after getting here to this point, it's really actually not really what I want. So,
right.
Then you go venture off into other things and here we are, 2026, talking about what we're doing. Yeah. And it's a passion, passion driven for sure. I mean, it's, but I love it though. I love it.
Yeah, I get that. And that's kind of where me and my wife are at right now. Like she's still chasing her dream. And like she finished school up earlier last year. And now she's working for a company that she's wanted to work for a long time.
Cool.
And so like it's all moving in the right direction. Yeah. And if we end up deciding to have kids one day, it will be a couple of years down the road because I don't want her to have to stop chasing that dream. She is excited about where she's going. I'm excited about where we're going. And it's just like, we got to keep pushing. And if we get to the point where we're like, okay, let's do it, then we're there.
Yeah, no, it's cool, man. It's cool. My son's fully involved in this car stuff.
See, that's cool.
He's 7.
That's one of the reasons I'm like, I want a child because it's like, that's such a cool experience. It's got to be so rewarding.
My daughter just turned 4 and she's finally picking up on it. She'll be sitting in the car seat, we driving around, and she'll point out a car before my son points out a car. So, I mean, it's just when you're in it, you're in it. And why not bring your kids along if you have that blessing of an opportunity? So yeah, he's all in. He'll tell you he wants a 240. When it's time to drive, that's the car he wants. Yeah. That's yeah. He tells me all the time, 240. Are you sure? And I'm like, over here, he's 7 and I'm looking at 240s. like
as their prices keep going up.
Yeah. I'm like, I need to get this now.
Yeah, like, literally. Yeah. By the time he's ready to drive, it's gonna be $30,000 for a shell.
Telling, bro. Like, gas powered vehicles are gonna be through the roof, man.
Yep.
It's insane.
Oh man.
But yeah, he's there. He plays Forza. He'll tell you what car it is. And cool. Yeah, it's just, it's a blessing.
That's got to be so rewarding. Like,
it is.
Honestly, just thinking about it, it's awesome.
Hot wheel hunting, like last time hot wheel hunting, we found I don't know if you guys are in Hot Wheels, the Pass and Go. It's the little car from Monopoly.
Okay.
So they made that as a Hot Wheel and he was hunting and he was like, gotta get it. We found it last night at Target. So those little moments, man.
Yeah.
Those little moments are everything. And then the rides, when he's in the back seat and we're driving around a car show.
Go faster.
I mean, you heard the message earlier.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, hope you have a good car show and have a good, podcast show.
That's just got to make the whole day better.
No, it helps. It helps because he understands what's going on. But yeah, man. Cool, man. Hopefully when that time comes for you, it's a successful journey. Yeah. Hopefully you don't pop out twins or nothing.
That's a fear of mine.
0 to 2 is crazy.
Well, unfortunately, in my family, twins do run in my family.
Oh, really?
And so I'm like, I am worried. My dad was a twin. We've got other twins on that side of the family. So I'm like,
1 and Staker 2.
There's a possibility, and that's a fear.
Wow. That's insane.
But hey, 1 and done.
Hey, 1 and done, or 2 and done, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool, bro. All right, so we talked about the events and everything as far as what goes into it. I mean, you're obviously very passionate, very successful when putting things on. You have the support that you need. Is there anything you feel like you're missing in your shows or in your events that you feel like you need to attack or maybe pursue for the future?
I mean, as far as like, we've got some crazy plans for Wings and Wheels. Our end goal next year, we're planning on having a full air show. So like, that's been something.
Live air show with the cars on the ground?
That's what we've been pushing for so long.
Yeah.
Now the airport's really behind us and they're really supporting what we're trying to do in our dreams and stuff. And so like, that's the goal for that show. And then
interesting.
We do have a end goal for what is coming within the summer, but that's 3 years out.
Yeah.
So we're just working towards little goals here and there and success and just keep growing every direction we can until we get to a point where it's everything we need.
Man, time is flying, bro. And
too quickly, honestly.
I tell you what, man, and each year just if you keep pushing yourself, you'll get to wherever you want to go. Not just you, anybody.
Yeah.
Push yourself forward each day towards whatever it is you're trying trying to accomplish. In our case, it's obviously, aside from the businesses with the show thing, we have an idea, an overall vision of what we want to do with. I know what I want to do with my brand, with Culture Driven, but partnerships, working together, similar goals, like-minded people, all coming together.
That's the most important.
That's the way it'll work. That's the way it'll work. Because I'll only be as big as I am as an individual. But when you have a whole colony of people working towards the same goal, then we all grow and we're all where we need to be. And it's just an overall better outcome.
And it goes back to the thing we've talked about a couple of times this podcast is consistency.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't matter if it's me, if it's you, or if it's somebody down the street. You can achieve your goal if you stay consistent with what you're doing. There's always steps that you need to take in order to get there. But if you're not willing to take that jump, or you're not willing to take that risk, or that to get there, you're not doing it.
Yeah, your
passion's not there.
We're about to have like 50 promoter brands come out this year.
That'll be cool. That'll be really cool.
Crazy.
Dude, I'm really excited for your Waterfront event.
Thanks.
I wasn't able to make it this past year because I was out of town, but I've already marked it off on my calendar. So we will be there, my wife and I, and it's going to be crazy.
Awesome, man. I'm going to, I haven't started reaching out. Well, actually I have started reaching out, but we haven't put anything out yet as far as, trophies and all that. But come April 5th, you guys will see it'll be.
If you ever need trophies, talk to my guy.
Yeah, you got some pretty
Jack's
cool
Laser
stuff.
Solution kills it.
Cool.
I mean, honestly, they do such good work, and it's so cool to be able to do something custom every single time.
Speaking of custom and trophies, I did not know this until Endless Summer. Chris at Malihini Customs builds his own personal trophies that he gives to cars that he feel like that fit his genre of taste. So, I mean, I thought that was super cool. I documented that at the end of summer because he was like, hey, we're about to get this trophy. So I did a little magazine thing for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I thought that was super cool that he did that as well. And
his trophies come out so cool. We have him right now he does 5 trophies for each one of our events.
Cool.
And then we do the rest with Jack's Laser, and then he's got his own trophies that
like Malihini's Choice or whatever. Yeah, that's so
cool.
I love that.
People love it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing is, like, trophies really can set you apart.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't realize it because, like, we were just doing plaques for the longest.
Yeah.
It was simple. It was easy. They weren't crazy expensive, but it worked and people liked them. But then you start doing custom trophies and everybody's like, I want that trophy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm coming to this show for that trophy.
I just did like a steering wheel for my first one. Again, it was my first one, but
that's something that nobody else is doing. And so, like, that's exciting.
Yeah. I mean, it had the logo in the middle or whatever.
Yeah. Like Slammed Enough, they did a barrel.
Yeah.
Off a wheel. Like, that's so cool. I mean, they got the money though. We're not there yet, but they got the money.
They got that. But dude, the creativity and but that goes back to like having the support to be able to do that stuff. Because without the support, that trophy would have never been a thing.
Right.
The idea was probably there for years.
Right.
They
just finally found a company that was willing to help them out.
Yeah. Super dope. And I mean, nobody told Chris to do that. Nobody tells anybody to do that. No. But anybody that goes to a show, you buy a booth, you have your show cars there, and then you just like, I want to give a trophy out.
Right.
Dude, that's so dope. Well, that's all.
Chris is one of those people that just have crazy passion. Like, whether he's at the show supporting or he's a booth or he's just a spectator.
He's about it.
He's always there. He's always supporting, and he supports everybody. Like, he's genuinely such a good person.
Yeah.
But on top of it, his support and his drive for cars is just, it's always there. And his vision is so cool.
Oh yeah.
Like, his abilities, and they never cease to amaze me. Or his
super creative.
Yes. That's I was like, his creativity is crazy.
Yeah, man. That's the stuff he comes up with, and even just he executes it too. Like, he's building something right now. I don't know if you've seen his profile with the rabbit that's in there. He already fiberglassed tweed the whole engine bay up. Like,
which is
crazy project.
I'm like, that's something so out of the box that Chris could only be the one that thought of that.
Yeah, that's so sick. I love stuff like that, man. When it comes to like building cars and stuff, just stuff you don't see every day.
Yeah,
just out of the ordinary. That's the stuff. That's the character cars. Not character car like which I did touch on this with Brandon. I spoke on character cars, anime cars, and all that. Kyle, with KBMR1 Raptor Whack.
Yeah.
He's got the character car. It's a Kirby car that he painted. That's sick. Like, that's probably, if I'm accepting a character car, like that's the level of character car I'm talking about, not the other stuff.
This paintwork's awesome.
With character cars, I mean like a car that speaks to you when you're looking at it, like, man, grip tape on a Mini Cooper as a vent with tweed. Never seen that before.
Nope.
Super dope, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's sick. That's it. What's the craziest car you've probably seen? I mean, the Radical was pretty crazy at Endless Summer, but what as far as let's just talk about Endless Summer. The craziest car you feel like didn't have to win a trophy or not, just something that just stood out to you. For me, it was 1000% the Radical.
The Radical was really cool. I mean, we had the Super Trofeo Lamborghini.
That was dope. That was sick. That was super sick, bro.
The other Ferrari Challenge car.
Yes, bro. Yes, both of those.
The car that I liked the most at that show, not necessarily liked the most, but just like
stood out,
so cool, is the Javelin. I mean, that thing, his ability to stop a crowd when it pulls in is next to none. Like, the engine bay is wild. The car just sounds insane.
Yeah.
The fact that he can control the whole engine in the engine bay, like, it's really cool.
That's wild. Yeah, no, gotta appreciate that.
It's just different.
Yeah.
And like, that's the only Javelin I've ever seen.
The one-off cars.
Yeah.
That's what's down here at the Jack Sports Car Museum. If you haven't been here, a bunch of one-off, well, not one-off, but counted cars. Like that stuff. If you haven't been to the museum here, I highly recommend y'all come here and check it out because it's super dope. You see some stuff that you only see on TV or on a magazine. Yeah. It's here, and it's highly protected.
Yes.
So buy a ticket if you're gonna come look at them. But yeah, man, that's I like stuff like that. Stuff you don't. There's a Mini Cooper, Sticker Dick's garage. He's actually gonna be going to. I think he was at your last show. Yeah, I think he's going to Wings and Wheels as well.
Tow truck.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm actually,
that is the coolest setup.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
when he posted that, the combination, I was like, that has to be
came together, man. He was at the Ponte Vedra Auto Show with the Mini. The truck didn't make it, and I was like, man, I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. So yeah, it's
so cool.
But the Mini Cooper with the Honda motor, like stuff like that, so much character.
Oh yeah,
I love stuff like that, man.
Well, it goes back to individuality as well as our individual creativity. It's really cool because not only do you get to see like the classics, you get to see the trucks, you get to see everything, but you get to see what people thought and like they created this in their garage.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Appreciate that 1000%, man. And even the guys at Adrenaline, they got some nice stuff in there, man.
Yeah.
Jack's Speed Shop's got some nice stuff. All these shops out here in Jack's, they have a nice array of vehicles.
Yeah.
The collections are insane. And even the stuff they work on are insane.
I mean, that's honestly one of the reasons why we do our partnerships each year. Is because like on a daily basis, I get so many messages. Hey, I have a problem with my car. Who do you trust to bring it to? And it's like, if I have these partnerships, I can push. Hey. These are the people.
And there's value in that too. So you talk about the sponsorships when they go to sponsor the show. It's not just for that one show that they're going to get plastered and blasted on. If somebody reaches out to you, they're going to say, hey, yeah, I recommend so-and-so.
Yeah.
There's value in that. And that's, you're paying a fee to be sponsored on a show and be plastered everywhere. But also throughout the year and years to come, if the relationship stays pure,
exactly,
you're going to send the business.
Yeah,
that's a plus.
And that's honestly one of the reasons why we're very selective about who we work with, because I have to believe in what you're doing. And I know that kind of sounds weird, but it's like, I can't in good faith send one of my friends or one of my clients or anything like that to a business that I don't know.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I want to support local. I want to support who supports me. And so doing these partnerships with Adrenaline, with SNS and Twisted Pro and all of these companies, it's like, I know that they do high quality work and they're going to treat you right. And that's the most important thing for me because I need to be able to go, yeah, you need somebody. This is the guy to do that. And I guarantee you're not going to have to worry.
He's going to treat you like I treat you. He's going to communicate like I communicate. He's going to make sure you're taken care of. I get that 1000%.
It's important.
Because you go, like you're hosting, like I have the detail shop up there in Kingsland and I have people come up to me all the time. Who do you recommend for this? Who do you recommend for that? And sometimes I have to say, hey, I don't really have anybody I can trust in my circle to send you to that's going to be of service like I am. So got to be selective with that stuff. And a lot of times, even with the sponsorships too, you don't just want anybody throwing money at you to get plastered on a billboard, or not a billboard, but the posters and stuff.
Yeah.
Because if that person has a bad rep, now you're technically supporting that individual and that business. And now so-and-so and his 10 friends with badass cars are going to be...
They're not going to come.
They're not going to come because apparently you guys are boys or whatever the appearance may be as far as you getting on there. So,
and that's a hard lesson to learn. It really is, because I've experienced it, and that's why I'm so selective about who I work with.
Yeah.
Because I have worked with a company or companies that I didn't know their reputation. I looked at it from the point of view like, we are light and we need more money for this show to be able to afford it.
Yeah.
And so I'm working with this company, and then come to find out that working with them affected 50 other cars that would have been at the show, but they are not going because I'm working with that company.
And that company has screwed over all those people that, that's a tough one.
It's very important to know who you're working with and to trust them, and
even
do your research.
Even food vendors.
Oh yeah.
Even food vendors that you bring in. If you bring in the wrong truck that got so-and-so sick, or the food's just too expensive and not good, people are going to be like, that truck's going to
why is this here?
Yeah. That's, granted they pay the fee, they show up, but still, quality, man. Quality control.
Over quantity. That's the key there for any successful show. Is like, you want it as big as possible, but you also want it to be a good event. And without having the people there to support you and the companies and everything like that, it's not going to be a good event.
And the way you market it, your videos make people want to go to that show,
right?
Or any show you put on. The photos, the type of cars that you see, that obviously not any guy is gonna get a photo of every single car and show you 300.
Why do you have to have multiple?
You have to have multiple, and you have to have those that know how to select cars to then post. Nobody's going to look at an album of 300, 400 cars.
No.
Nobody's going to, I don't know anybody, maybe photographers that are, looking through them to edit them, but I don't know anybody that's going to go through 400 something clicks on
a lot.
That's a lot. But that's the amount of cars that you're pulling 200, 300, 400 cars.
Yeah.
You got to be selective. And the ones that get posted to market and say, hey, this is what we're doing. Remember last year, go check our page. People see the type of cars that are going to be there.
Yeah.
People see the quality of event just based off that, even food trucks. And with that, they're like, okay, this is something I can get behind. This is something I want to go to. It caught my eye when I was out here and I first started going to your stuff. You were doing the Riverwalk Rev Fest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I came out there.
Such a fun show.
Yeah, super dope. Man, I wish something like that could continue.
It's too expensive.
Yeah, it's pricey. Everything's expensive.
If I can find a location that's willing to just work with me as far as like not regulate who I can bring, then yes, we can revisit it and bring it back.
So here's an idea: buy a Supra and sell it, and then maybe that'll work. No,
I mean maybe,
but no, I get you, man. And I go back to the cost, man. People don't think about. It's not an idea that we put on a flyer that we put out, and then here's the address and let's go. Cost. There's a lot of cost. So to be able to do a parking garage event monthly at that is crazy, man. Even with the backing, it's a lot of work.
Well, it is, and especially it's like, unfortunately, everybody has their own like feelings about certain companies or certain people and everything like that. So it's kind of hard to navigate between that.
Dealerships in general are tough,
right? And that is a very big thing because everybody wants to. They're the person, if I have a BMW dealership and you have a BMW dealership, well, that BMW dealership's not allowed.
Yeah.
And so it's like
it's big competition.
With them, it was a great experience and it was a learning experience more than anything else. The event was so much fun, but having somebody looking over my shoulder to be like, no, you can't work with that company because we have this.
Yeah.
And it's like, it really cut down the amount of people that I could bring in. And so like providing a free event, I've always loved doing it. And that's what we did with Autobahn for the longest, but I was able to work out deals with Autobahn to make it work.
Even if you did like a $10 parking, you still wouldn't cover.
No.
So
like
it's
that show for just being a monthly event. And I'll say it because it's done.
Yeah.
That show every month cost me $10,000.
Nah, man.
Between insurance and staffing, because you don't think about it. You go from Autobahn where you only have to have 3 members of staff.
Yeah.
You have to have 4 or 5 members of staff on every single floor to regulate the event. And so now you go from 3 people of staff to 30 people of staff.
And you were about 3 levels, 4 levels, 3 levels?
4 levels, yeah.
4 levels of cars. Top obviously being the showcase area of whatever's featured for the month. But yeah, you got to have staff. I mean, there's 4 corners in a parking garage. Right. So just do the math.
It gets a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when you're paying $16 to $20 a
going up and down, going up and down, making sure somebody call you, hey, so-and-so needs you or whatever's going down on the 3rd floor, you're at the 1st floor or whatever the case is. DJ music, running music, getting your banners up, flags, making sure, you know, the parking people know what's up. It's just crazy, bro.
And like a show like that, one of our free events, those were always paid by our vendors, our vendors and our sponsors.
And you did have vendors set up.
But I was restricted on who I could have. Yeah, that's where it becomes a problem because it's
Matt, is it Seach, Dynamic Designs?
Oh yeah.
Seach. Yeah. That's I first met him at that, and I actually parked next to him because BMWs were parked in that row, and I talked to him, chatted with him for a little bit, and actually ended up getting some hats made. But yeah, he's a solid guy. He supports you big time. Yeah, he was out there, but yeah, you did have vendors out there talking about that.
But it's when you can only have 2 or 3 vendors, it's just not enough money to come in to be able to pay for it.
Yeah, and some of the vendors were like there was one specific doing like residential tinting or something like that.
Oh yeah. Residential tinting. We had a bathroom guy. Like you gotta get creative, man.
Yeah, getting who you
sometimes.
Can. Yeah, and that's cool. I mean, that's a tough gig there. Yeah, such a cool vibe though.
It was, and I will tell you that it's not over. We are looking for a new location for that event, and we're considering bringing it back. I'm not sure if this coming year will be the year because unfortunately we do have so much going on that I don't know if I have enough time in my schedule to host a monthly event.
Yeah.
But it is something we are working towards. We're trying to bring it back because I know so many people loved our monthly stuff, and I loved doing it because it was a way to give back to the community. I appreciate your guys' support of our shows. Let me provide you a cool monthly event for free.
Yeah.
Like that was my end goal with that. And so we are working towards it again. And I'm hoping that we can find a cool location here in the next year and we can start really pushing it again in 27. So.
Good deal. Well, good luck with all that, man.
We'll see.
No, I'm behind you with that. So you let me know whatever it is I need to do. If there's anything I can do.
Yeah, of course.
We good? All right. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. But real quick, February 28th.
Yes.
Register for Wings and Wheels. We'll drop the link in the description down low. Make sure you click that, go in, submit your car, and just come on, have a good time. That's going to be awesome. April 5th, Waterfront Auto Show. That registration's also open. We'll drop the link down below. So make sure you go check that out and register your car for that. If you want to be a vendor or whatever, just holler at us, send the email and we'll review everything and make sure you guys are, legit.
Yeah.
Because it's not us. If you go in trying to sell some goods and you ain't got your licensing and all that and your permits, man, I'm sorry, we can't allow it. We can't allow it because we're not going to pay the fees that you should have paid. So yeah, there's that. And then we got the other shows coming up this year as well with Endless Summer and the Drift event. What's the name of that again?
Florida Man versus the World.
Florida Man versus the World. Drift event. Up to $20,000 you can win if you're competing. And drag racing as well. Drifting and drag racing.
Yes.
Yeah. Drag racing. But yeah, it's going to be a good year. 2026 is upon us. Yeah. So guys, show up, show out, support. Trey, man, thanks, bro. I appreciate everything. Looking forward to working with you this year. Yeah. Guys, look out for the media stuff, man. Photos, videos, whatever on each page. His Instagram, Staker Productions, and my Instagram, Culture Driven. We're signing out. Appreciate you. This is episode 4 of Garage Talk, and we are done. Appreciate it, bro.
I appreciate you.
Thanks so much, man. All right, y'all. Peace.